Hello everyone, I'm Kelly Steinfast with iMortgage, and today I wanted to talk to you about renovation loans. And as I said in my little spiel before, you know, property brothers, you see these people buying these homes and they come up with these ideas if you renovate the home, how you can get the home that you want. And you wonder, how the heck do they do that? Where do they get this extra money for that budget? They get it from the equity that they're going to have in their home after the improved value. There are several types of renovation loans that are available, but today I'm going to focus on the home style renovation loan. The home style renovation loan is a 30 or 15-year fixed mortgage. It's a purchase or a refi. The repairs that you can do with this one is floors, cabinets, countertops, plumbing, electrical, AC, appliances, painting, decks, patios, roofs, gutters, windows, siding, energy efficient upgrades, and pools. If anybody knows anything about the FHA 203K, you cannot do pools or any luxury items. With this one, you can. It increases the value of your home, gives you energy savings, lower future maintenance costs, opens up a whole new avenue of homes to look at that you may not have looked at before, that now you go in with a little bit of imagination and can see what it could be. You're able to go in and buy maybe a little more inexpensive home and make it what you want.
Somebody wants to know, what is luxury item?
Luxury items would be if you wanted to put in like an outdoor kitchen, patio kitchen, a hot tub. If you wanted to, the pool would be a luxury item. If some people want to put a sauna in their home, you know, things like that. For the buyers and sellers, yeah, we'll move on. So how you do this is you go in and you put your offer in on the home. Once you have the accepted offer, what you're going to do is you're going to go out and you're going to get bids from contractors. You're going to give those bids to me, and I'm going to write up I have a form that I have to complete and send it into our renovation department. From there, the renovation department takes care of everything. They are your contact. They contact you for anything more that they might need. You would contact them with any questions that you have, and they get you set up for closing. They would be collecting the documents that they need for closing. If you stay below $50,000 on this loan, you don't need to have a consultant, and you can do it with 2 draws. So you can get a draw at closing, and we will hold back 10% of that. So you'll get 40% up front to get the work started. And then when it's all done, at that time, you'll contact us again. We'll have the appraiser go out. He'll take a look and make sure all the work is done and done correctly. Get lien waivers signed off the property from the contractors so they can't come back later and say you didn't pay them. And then they'll disperse the rest of the funds and pay your contractors. You can do some of the work yourself. However, you have to have experience in that field of work. So like Luke is our plumber, he could do his plumbing in his house because he is a plumber and then get paid for his work. You can use this to buy appliances. If you go over $50,000, then you're going to have a contract, you have to have a consultant. And with that one, usually it's because there's more involved in it. You have the consultant, you're not going to get a draw up front. Work's going to start, consultant's going to go out and check the work, and they'll be out there several times. It's almost like a construction loan. You have 30 days to get the project started, and you have 6 months to complete it with whether you're using a consultant or not. Okay, you can go up to 95%. Yes.
So when you're doing that type of a loan, it's actually one mortgage.
Yes.
You just do it as a mortgage, and does it change the interest rate of things on it?
The interest rate might be a little bit higher than a conventional loan because there's a little more risk involved. There's more moving parts. but not that much higher. It just depends, you know, I have to look at a rate sheet to tell you exactly what it's, but I'm gonna say they're probably around 4 1/4 right now, and a 30-year fixed conventional is 3.875.
But it's one loan, not two.
But it's one loan, you don't have the home equity, you don't have that second, you're not dishing out closing costs for that, although on a home equity loan, I'll tell you, sometimes it makes sense to do those home equity loans, and if you come to me, we'll assess everything, and I'll tell you, you know what, you're better off doing it this way or this way, because I want what's best for you. Any other questions? You can go up to 95% loan to value on an owner-occupied transaction. So what we would do is, again, we're going to take a look at the value after improvements times 95%. So you still have to have 5% as a down payment into this loan. But the 5% down payment is going to be on the purchase price of the home, not on the final loan amount. We can do owner-occupied, second homes, and investment properties. Gift funds are allowed on owner-occupied only, so you could get your down payment and closing costs gifted to you. The seller can give you 3 to 9% credit and closing costs, depending on the loan to value of the home, and that's for owner-occupied and second homes only. They can only give 2%, we call them concessions, 2% credit towards closing costs on investment properties. And investment properties, typically you have to come in with 30% down or 25% down, depending. Minimum credit score to do this loan is a 660. You can have 1 open home style loan per borrower. You can have a maximum of 3 home style loans over the lifetime with iMortgage. So for an investor to come in, they would only be able to do a maximum of 3 of these loans with us. Mortgage insurance is required. Appraisals require that must state as completed. So when we get the appraisal back, it has to say as completed for the renovations. If what you're doing for the home, say it's extensive and you can't move into the home, you can actually take your first 6 months of payments and finance that into the loan. So you can pay rent over here and it's not costing you anything more because you have your house payments, your first 6 months built into the loan. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yes.
So the loan amount, what percent over the appraised value you can go with this home style?
You can't go over the appraised value. It's
Because the appraised value is
after the improvements. Yeah, yeah. And it can't be more than 50% of the purchase price. So you know, if it's 150,000 and you want to put 100,000 on, that's, yeah, you got to stay at 50%.
How does that appraised value change? Who determines?
The appraisal will look at your bids and what you're putting in to the home. Say, for example, a kitchen. You know, you're upgrading it from laminate to granite. You're getting new cabinets, new flooring, all new fixtures. They're going to take a look at that and see what the value that is going to add with the products that you're using, and that's how they'll determine the value. Yes.
So what happens in, so like property owners, they always go over whatever the bid is?
They have a reserve. Yep.
And do you have a reserve?
Yeah, with this, we hold 10% back. That's your reserve. Okay, so if something comes up and it, you know, in an older home, I lived in, my first home was built in 1920, and let me tell you, anytime you did something in that home, you thought it was going to be easy, and it went, ended up to be a big project. So there are planned contingencies.
Is it just for homes, or when you say a home, what's the definition?
It could be a condo, it could be, or a home. I don't know that it's mobile homes, so.
Townhouses, condos.
Townhouses, condos, yes. And I just have a couple minutes left. Just to wrap it up. Must be completed in 6 months. I pretty much told you that. The advantages of having it is it's one loan, it's one closing. You're not paying closing costs out twice. You're not doing something after you close. And I have to say that the average borrower, when you buy a home, They usually do $19,000 the first year in improvements or upgrades. Any other questions?
You want to give your contact information?
Oh, and if anyone wants any information, more information about this, I can be reached at 941-916-8001, or you can email me at Kelly, Kelly, .steinfast, STINEFAST, at iMortgage.com, and I will be happy to go through your scenario. Thank you.
I just want to go in there.